President Trump and his wife, Melania, at the lighting of the national Christmas tree near the White House in November. Jim Lowe ScalzoEuropean press photo agency Combatants in the annual War on Christmas have some new data to chew on, thanks to a survey released this week by the Pew Research Center. While many doubt that Christmas is embattled, as some conservative pundits contend, the new study does suggest American attitudes are changing. The Pew study, based on interviews conducted in recent weeks with 1,503 adults, found that while a vast majority of Americans still celebrate Christmas, most find the religious elements of the holiday are emphasized less than in the past, and few of them care about that change. Like much else in the United States, a strong partisan divide runs through the survey results, with responses from Republicans seeming to place an emphasis on religion and those from Democrats on secularism. Also read how the war on Christmas was created, but the data complicate efforts to portray Christmas as either in mortal danger or in no trouble at all, a central issue in a years-long debate over whether Christmas in America respects Christianity or has been undermined by liberalism. 90% of Americans celebrate Christmas in some form, a figure that has hardly budged at all since its survey in 2013, the center said. 56% of Americans believe that the religious elements of Christmas are emphasized less now than they were in the past, but only 32% of Americans say that development bothers them either a lot or some, according to the study. In 2017, 55% of Americans said they celebrated Christmas as a religious holiday, including 46% who saw it primarily as a religious holiday and 9% who said it was both religious and cultural. 33% celebrated it as primarily a cultural holiday, the study said. 4 years ago, 59% of Americans said they celebrated Christmas as a religious holiday, including 51% who said it was primarily religious for them and 7% who treated it as both religious and cultural. At the time, 32% said they celebrated it primarily as a cultural holiday. The changes in attitudes are reflected in how people said they plan to spend their time during Christmas. Kelly Huerta portrays Mary and her son Michael portrays baby Jesus in a Christmas pageant in Frackville. Jacqueline Dormer, Republican Herald, via Associated Press in 2013, 86% of celebrants said they would spend Christmas Eve or Christmas Day with loved ones, and 54% said they would attend a religious service. That declined in 2017 to 82% who said they would spend the holiday with family or friends and 51% who said they planned to attend a religious service. The Bible story, most seismic change captured by the survey, from a theological standpoint, may be the declining number of people who said they believed the biblical story of Christmas accurately reflected historical events. The survey asked respondents about their belief in 4 parts of the biblical Christmas story: that an angel heralded the birth of Jesus, that it was a virgin birth, that wise men were guided to baby Jesus by a star, and that he was placed in a manger. Only 57% of Americans believe in all 4, down from 65% in 2014. There were 2 factors that contributed to the trend, researchers said. One was that atheists and the religiously unaffiliated appeared even less likely now than in the past to believe the story of Jesus' birth. The second was a small but significant decline, of roughly 5%, in the share of Christians who believe in the Christmas narrative contained in the Bible, Merry Christmas. President Trump has turned the phrase, Merry Christmas, into a political battle cry, claiming that the greeting is being drummed out of public life by politically correct alternatives like Happy Holidays and the seasonal design choices of corporations like Starbucks. Also read Starbucks is criticized for its holiday cup. Shea has often told supporters that under his presidency, we will be saying Merry Christmas again. But most Americans don't really care, according to the survey results. 52% said it did not matter to them what kind of holiday greeting was used by people or businesses, and only 32% said they prefer to be greeted with Merry Christmas. Answers to that question differed along party lines. Roughly half of Republicans preferred to hear Merry Christmas, compared with 19% of Democrats. 61% of Democrats said they don't care what holiday greeting people use, while only 38% of Republicans agreed. Holiday displays. There has also been a move toward the secular on the question of whether religiously themed holiday displays, like nativity scenes, can be displayed on public property, like town halls and public schools. Groups like the American Civil Liberties Union oppose such displays, calling them a violation of the separation of church and state, but 2/3 of Americans say they do not see a problem with them, according to the poll results. But the number of respondents who said Christian displays should be allowed on their own, without symbols of other religions, like a menorah, declined by 7 percentage points since 2013, to 37% from 44%. The number of Americans who oppose religious displays on public property has grown to 26% from 20% in the same time period, the study said. A version of this article appears in print on December 14, 2017, on page 820 of the New York edition with the headline "Most Declined to Choose Sides in War on Christmas."